Jo, det er det, jeg fatter så tænkte jeg, vi kan jo ikke nå vide, men han sagde, man kan jo prøve at skrive det ud. Ja, det er det lille han.
Basically, the idea is because the hotel school students have to wear uniform, whether it's for being a chef or whatever, they also have the facility to change, all right, and shower and everything else. I also put you next to the car park, and quite an interesting social observation here. This is the students' car park, right? If you notice, the students' car park has much better quality cars than the lecturers' car. And this says something about what I want to say, because when I went to university in Britain, hospitality and tourism was a bit like a last option. You know, it was one of those things that, it was one of those things that students first of all wanted to go to Oxford and Cambridge, and then you couldn't get there, I couldn't get there, so I wasn't clever enough. So then you go down to try to do, maybe you want to do medicine, that's impossible nearly, veterinary science, that's impossible. So then you go down to do the typical geography, economics, history, those subjects. I ended up doing geography and economics, okay. Right, and then if you don't get accepted to that, you go down, and maybe then you do business studies, or at the end, and then this was quite a long time ago, and at the end, then you did maybe tourism, hospitality. And that was and it was then in polytechnics in Britain, not even universities. Now they're all universities. And of course, what people found was that if they were doing philosophy, wonderful subject, and they came out but they didn't get a job. Whereas the people who have been in the polytechnic, who did business studies, were suddenly earning lots of money with a good job. And in these last 30 years, there's been this change when students now opt more for the subjects, certainly here, the subjects that give them a better chance of a job. So the biggest faculty here on the campus is the Business Studies and Economics faculty, right? And ours is one of the biggest as well, because our students nearly all get employed, right? Whereas there aren't so many people doing philosophy and biology, well, biology yes, but marine biology, because it's famous here. But philosophy, and some of those subjects which I think linguistics, not always as well, which are very valid. The number of students can be 25, whereas in tourism in the first year intake, maybe you get 220. And so there's been this difference in Europe, and especially here, that a lot of the students from wealthy people here on the island, their first choice is hospitality and tourism. All right? It's their first choice at university. They come from good parents. What does this mean? Well, good parents, I say good rich parents. Maybe they're not good at all. So what? They've got BMWs, and you don't have to look around there. What does that mean? They're used to living in a nice house with a view of the coast. So I send them on placement to Düsseldorf, and in Düsseldorf, they're in the basement of the hotel, sharing their accommodation with several Turkish immigrants who are also there. And it's quite a social shock to them, all right? Whereas I remember students in my period of life used to live away from home, used to share things and work at night to get money. Whereas now, I would say the majority of our students here have got money from their families, and they're not used to that sort of sharing or difficulty or hard work. They come from a very good social strata. Many of we've had the children of some of the top hotel owners, right? The owners of Solmelia, Barbero, etc. come here. And you see this, and what they're going to do when they finish, they go away to manage their family hotels. So it's an interesting social analysis when you look at the students. They suddenly go beep beep and off in their white BMW that park down here, and off they go. Sorry, one of them said, sorry I can't come to lecture next week because I'm going skiing for 5 days in Baguette, which is one of the most expensive places in Spain. Hello.
They all want to be better than